I'm Rob Cram, and today I'm going to quickly show you how you can play Deus Ex Mankind Divided in 3D on the Oculus Rift or HTC Vive. First things first, you're going to need a program called Virtual Desktop, which you'll have to pay for. You can get that on Steam, or you can get the Bigscreen Beta, which is free on either the Oculus Store or from Steam. So the first thing you want to do is load up either of those programs. I'm going to show you with Virtual Desktop for now, and just have that loaded. You can look at your monitor to, or you can do this in the Rift or the Vive, and basically you want to load the launcher for Deus Ex and go into Options, select Full Screen, and then keep it at 1080p, and then choose Side by Side. You'll have the option to turn it on or off. The other options you can leave however you see fit. So I've got it running at on ultra settings. I've turned the MSAA off, and this is using a GTX 1080, so obviously I'm able to do so. On lesser systems you'll have to lower that down. Now once you've got that, launch the game. Remember, you can do this in Virtual Desktop, or you can do it on your 2D monitor. Paying attention to the side-by-side option there. So you'll see that the screen is now split into two of the same image. And you basically want to merge those together when you're in the VR mode. Now the problem that I found was, as soon as you do that by default, the images don't overlap properly, and you get a huge strain on the eyes and a blurry mess, and it's really awful, and you can't play it. So you've got to really tweak the options. So what you need to do now, go into the options on Deus Ex, go to Display, and then you'll now see that there's two new options at the bottom: stereoscopic separation and stereoscopic pop-out. Bit of a tongue twister. So first thing first, reduce the stereoscopic separation to around 25% up to 30%. You might want to tweak it a little bit just to get it right, based on how far away you are from the screen. And then the pop out, you can leave that whatever you want. I found it doesn't really make too much of a difference. So once you've got those two options selected, if you're using Virtual Desktop, you can then just press F7, and that will then combine the two screens together, and you've got your nice stereoscopic image. If you're using big screen, then you'll have to go to the beta options and choose 3D SBS, which is side by side, and then that will allow you to do it. Now here's a quick tip as well. If you're trying to get the separation correct, when you go into these options, you'll often get some background detail that you can look at. So if you pause the game at a point where you can get a good view of the background, you can then adjust this slider and see the effect as you're doing it in the background. And then you can quite clearly see when the two images are perfectly in line with each other to give you the optimal 3D effect. And then once you've got that, you're good to go. And I found that this is actually a pretty decent way of playing the game. Obviously the visual clarity isn't as good as playing on your monitor, but the 3D effect is actually not bad, and is actually very playable. And if you get the screen close enough to your head, you can really feel sort of immersed in the game. So what I'm going to do is quickly just show you the options here. Now you can choose a floating screen, but choosing a curved screen is a bit more difficult, and the same goes for when you're playing with big screen. It can slightly warp the 3D effect. So basically I keep it a flat screen for the bit, and then just move it as close as I can get it without sort of being too close. I've spent hours now playing Deus Ex in this kind of 3D mode, and I'm really enjoying it, and it really sort of puts you into the game, and I'm quite happy taking the visual degradation and for the favouring the actual 3D effect, which is pretty decent. Okay, I think that gives you an idea. I am Rob Cram. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.